Walk onto any major university campus at the start of the semester, and you see thousands of students moving between classes towards professional careers. But in the Dominican Republic, that bustling crowd masks a severe attrition rate. Out of every 100 students who start primary school, roughly 85 of them disappear from the educational system. Only 15.4% actually make it to higher education. The students who do manage to enroll carry years of accumulated academic deficits from a struggling secondary school system. This chart shows the 2022 PISA test results, comparing the Dominican Republic against regional and global benchmarks. Look at the math score on the far left. The national average sits at 339, drastically lower than the OECD average of 472. Because incoming freshmen begin so far behind the expected baseline, the university system inadvertently acts as a funnel for human capital loss, rather than a launchpad for a skilled workforce. This is the Autonomous University of Santo Domingo, or UASD, the oldest university in the Americas, and the central engine of the country's professional development. This chart tracks students enrolled in Dominican universities from 2010 to 2023. The dark blue line represents UASD, which absorbs nearly half of the entire nation's higher education enrollment on its own. This graph compares total enrollment against actual graduates produced. Despite the massive intake of new students, that lower blue line shows UASD's graduation output remaining nearly flat over the same 13-year period. Between 2020 and 2024, more than 25,000 students quietly dropped out of those class runs. Every single departure represents unrecovered state investment and a missing skilled worker in the national economy. The current educational infrastructure operates reactively. Administrators only realize a student is struggling after they fail multiple exams and stop registering for classes, a point where intervention is impossible. The university already gathers enough information to predict these failures on the first day of admission. Every incoming student is required to take the POMA test, a standardized national aptitude exam. Right now, administrators treat the final POMA score as a simple pass or fail, but the test actually evaluates 6 distinct mental domains, measuring specific aptitudes in verbal concepts, math, perceptual structures, natural sciences, social sciences, and behavioral traits. Researchers are building an artificial intelligence system to salvage this ignored data, starting with a machine learning predictive model. Machine learning trains algorithms to find hidden patterns in historical data. It takes those 6 aptitude scores and cross-references them with the student's socioeconomic background, like their zip code and high school, to calculate an exact probability of dropping out. Instead of reacting to a failed semester, academic advisors receive a precise warning about a vulnerable student months before that student ever sits for their first midterm. Flagging a student for academic risk does not solve the problem if the institution cannot provide an immediate, tailored path to fix it. This diagram outlines the new system's architecture. The right side details the second phase, an AI module acting as an automated vocational counselor. It uses retrieval-augmented generation to securely search the university's catalog of majors, applying it to the student's specific risk profile. If the data shows a freshman is highly likely to fail mechanical engineering due to low math aptitude, the AI instantly generates a detailed report suggesting alternative majors that match their strong verbal and social scores, handing human counselors a ready-made rescue plan. This process eliminates the high cost of academic mismatch. It stops forcing struggling students through difficult programs they are not naturally equipped for, redirecting them into disciplines where their specific strengths naturally align with the coursework. When you start aggregating these individual interventions across hundreds of thousands of students, the technology scales into a tool for national governance. All of these individual AI predictions feed directly into an interactive web dashboard built specifically for university leadership and government officials. The dashboard generates geographic heat maps, highlighting exactly which specific provinces and high schools are sending the highest concentrations of at-risk students into the university system. Officials no longer have to guess where to allocate resources. They can execute data-driven policy, deploying limited budgets, targeted scholarships, and specific academic tutoring directly to the regions producing the highest academic risk. By integrating predictive algorithms and generative AI into the administrative infrastructure, the country stops waiting for students to fail. The university transforms its admission process from a passive filter into an active engine of inclusion, securing the exact skilled workforce the economy needs to grow.